All right, Manny Pacquiao says that he wants to fight Errol Spence or Terrence "Bud" Crawford. He says he wants to test him. And pretty much what Manny Pacquiao is saying is he's willing to sell his name to the highest bidder. Manny Pacquiao is out here basically looking for another payday for the most part, because not too long ago he was talking about rematching Floyd. Floyd Mayweather was scared of a rematch with him. That's usually an indication that Manny Pacquiao is out here on a hunt for another payday. Now, how serious is he about fighting Terrence "Bud" Crawford and Errol Spence? I think he's about as serious as about as much as you're going to pay him at the end of the day. We all know that Terrence "Bud" Crawford was not a fight that Manny Pacquiao wanted. He could have had a Terrence "Bud" Crawford fight many of times. He's backed out of that fight, and even Bob Arum has protected him from the fight. On the other hand, he did always entertain fighting Errol Spence. So maybe this message is more for Errol Spence than Terrence "Bud" Crawford, because as you know, Errol Spence doesn't have a fight right now, or at least he doesn't want to fight Keith Thurman. So that's maybe Manny Pacquiao putting it out there. You know, he can double back on him and basically give him another fight, and basically a fight in which, you know, they believe fight fans won't complain about. But I think at this point, Manny Pacquiao fighting Terrence "Bud" Crawford or Errol Spence, it's irrelevant. The boxing fans want Errol Spence versus Terrence "Bud" Crawford. We don't want no more fights in between. We don't want no more stalling. After we get this David Evanesian fight out of the way, it's interesting to see what kind of position that Errol Spence and his fanatics is going to take after this, because after this, there is nothing else left. There's nothing in the way. There's no more complaining. There's no more talking about he's ducking. There's no more, oh, he ran out on this fight. He's going to be fresh and available to go right back into negotiations. Now, I do think that he will take the Errol Spence fight, because between Terrence "Bud" Crawford and Errol Spence, Manny Pacquiao has turned down the fight with Terrence "Bud" Crawford. But he said he would take the fight with Errol Spence, and he also believes Errol Spence is too slow for him. That's very interesting, considering that Manny Pacquiao is Errol Spence Sr., and he still looks at Errol Spence as being a slower fighter than he is, even as he aged. So I think that message is basically for Errol Spence. I don't think he's serious about a Terrence "Bud" Crawford, unless Terrence "Bud" Crawford is willing to pay him a large amount of money. And the same thing with Errol Spence. But if you can't get that large amount of money, the safest bet for Manny Pacquiao is to take a Errol Spence fight, because let's face it, if he was Manny Pacquiao's family member or somebody who cared about him and he had to go out there and fight somebody, it's no doubt that you would direct him towards Errol Spence rather than Terrence "Bud" Crawford, because you fear the damage that he could take, especially in this old age. So it's smarter and it's more healthier to go for a Errol Spence. But I think at the end of the day, if you pay him enough, I think Manny Pacquiao will do anything at this point. I just don't think he's really serious about doing it with Terrence "Bud" Crawford. But then again, you know, that's just my opinion. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Bruce Vane, I'm out.